So we're packing it up for the weekend. We're heading to Fireside RV Resort, and that's in Ponchatoula. And we're just going for a couple nights, but they have a lazy river. Unfortunately, it's pretty nasty, so I don't know that we'll be able to hit that up today, but hopefully this weekend we get to show you all about this RV park. Are you ready, Tucker? Oh boy. Ben is currently in charge of getting the RV hooked up to the truck while I watch this little munchkin. He is crawling all over the place. He's like refusing to take any steps yet, but he'll get there. What do you think? Yeah.
On the road again, like we're leaving with the wind off the coast of Carolina, caught smiling in the mirror. We hold out for tomorrow, swimming deepest rivers, giving then we borrow, but everyone's a winner.
Oh, all right, so we got everything hooked up and I think we're ready to roll. This is the first time we've left with the RV from this house since we moved here, and we haven't moved the RV since we left Grand Isle, which somehow was 2 months ago already.
Yep. And we almost left the water hose.
So we'll see. Hopefully when we get there, we didn't forget anything else major, but we're not going too far. I think it's only like 25 minutes from the house.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's just like a little test run to get us ready for a bigger trip in July.
And Lauren was going to drive, but it's raining, so she's chickening out.
That is correct. I will try next time. I still have not done that yet. I need to relieve Ben of his driving.
Looking up, but we'll never touch the ground. I'm better than I've been as long as I got you around. The lives they open up when you let go of the doubt, when you're rolling deep to deep, when you're captive to the sound of honey. Don't you let go of me. Cadence of your voice, all the unexpected joys, elevating off your smile, laughing with me like a child. Every minute is a light, showing us there's more to life. Open hands, arms open wide, choosing to enjoy the ride. Things are looking up, but we'll never touch the ground. I'm better than I've been as long as I got you around. Our lives they open up when you let go of the doubt, when you're rolling deep to deep, when you're captive to the sound of honey. Don't you let go of me.
So we made it here, I think, just in time. It's like, there's probably like 7 people behind us. It just instantly popped up all at once. Which is weird because I think check-in was at 2 and it's 3 o'clock. Alright, we're heading to spot 93. It's gonna be completely booked here. So Fireside was built after the success of Reunion Lake, which is just 3 miles down the road from here. And that's why you probably see a lot of similarities, people have told us, except that there's a lot more trees. Apparently, we have not been to Reunion Lake yet. We also don't typically check in on Friday afternoons, so this was a different ballgame for us. Very crowded. This is the first glance here of the lazy river and the pool area. Looks like a lot of golf carts in the park. You could rent golf carts. I believe it was $75 a day. There's also a lake back there behind the pool, which they talk about kayak fishing. Right now it said you have to bring your own kayaks. I guess they're not doing the rentals, and we do not have our rack yet for that. But on our next trip, that is the hopes. We should have it all set up to bring the kayak with the RV. So we're just trying to navigate to our spot and get set up and backed in and ready for a fun day of adventure. Ben and I were not in the best of communication here with him backing up for this particular trip. We had bought walkie-talkies, but they don't seem to hold a charge, and so that didn't work very well. And now we need to get the phone calls going, and he needs to turn off all the backup cameras so they don't beep the whole time. He can't hear me. And I was trying to tell him that he was very close to almost running over the sewer, but he didn't know. Well, he claimed he knew, but we were both very glad when we got that finally set up. It was definitely time for a beer. Alright, so we got all set up, and of course it's just ridiculously hot out, and so we're really exhausted. And we're obviously a little rusty. We got all backed in, and we were partially unhooking and realized that our electricity wasn't going to reach, which is one of the downfalls we have found in a lot of RV parks, is that because it's in the back of the RV, we always back it too far and have to reposition to try to fit the truck in too. But anyway, so between that and then Tucker didn't take any nap this afternoon, and so he was just a handful and he had to go to bed early. We're just completely worn out, and we didn't really do much exploring today. So tomorrow we're gonna hit it hard and get to the lazy river and the swim up bar and kind of walk through the park and show you guys some of the best spots to stay in. We're pretty happy with the spot we're at. I think it was 93. Is that right?
Yes.
Yeah, 93. And so the only issue is that it's a double spot, and the people next to us are wicked close. And it would be cool if you were RVing with another couple or some friends or something, but their outdoor kitchen is almost touching the slide. But so anyway, so we booked pretty late in the game. There wasn't a lot of spots left. But we'll walk around tomorrow and kind of go through what some of the best spots look like right here at Fireside. Good morning. We are cooking up some bacon and eggs, and let's see what Tucker is doing. He is helping us clean up the RV with the Swiffer. Good morning. So yeah, after we have some breakfast, we're gonna get ready and go hit up the lazy river. It opens at 8 o'clock in the morning on the weekends, so hopefully it won't be too crowded.
Je begon aan mijn best life, yeah. Je begon aan mijn best life, yeah. Something you and me, oh. Je begon aan mijn best life, yeah. Jumping, flexing, no. I just want you to know. Something you and me, oh. Je begon aan mijn best life, yeah.
You ready to go float in the lazy river? Just don't drink the water, please.
Something you and me,
Are you floating like a big boy? You happy baby now.
Jumping, flexing, I just want you to know.
It does have a pretty good current.
Something you and me, oh. both got my best life, yeah.
Yeah.
We both got my best life, yeah. We both got my best life, yeah. Something with me, we both got my best life, yeah.
This is nice, and it's not super crowded or anything yet. I mean, what time is it? It's almost 10. This has been open for a couple. I feel like I'm getting really close to the camera.
Oh goodness.
Only that up close to sucker space. Don't drink the water. No. No gulping. Nope. Been learning the hard way. It's really nice. I'm enjoying the lazy river. It would be very nice with like a pina colada, but Tucker's a handful, so it's a lot to watch without any alcohol involved anyway. I don't think the swim up bar is open yet anyway. Maybe later. They got a handful of jets that really just get you moving. They also have a pool in the middle that you get to from like an elevated walkover thing, so we have to check out that later. The only thing is they don't have like a ton of seats to like put all your stuff in, like lounge chairs, so we just left our stroller over there with all of our stuff in it. But oh, the bar is open. Yeah, that's cool. That's the swim up bar. It's pretty awesome. Yeah, that's pretty cool, huh? You water baby, huh? Let's see, they've got a rock climbing wall over there and some other playset stuff for kids. That's the bridge I was saying about. You cross over to get to the pool.
On the bridge?
Those are some good sucker faces. This is probably my favorite spot. This is number 120. This is what I would book again. Yeah, I don't know why it's empty, and I don't know why I didn't book it if it was open. But that is a nice spot.
Oh, backs up the front property. These are the cabins that you can rent here. They look pretty awesome. At least very Magnolia Farm style on the outside. Let's see if they look like on the inside. One day, maybe. Pretty cool. are on our way walking to the front of the park. They've got a food truck. Was it like Big Daddy's Barbecue or something? We'll show you when we get there. But we got some stuff yesterday for dinner and it was delicious. So good. So we're gonna go pick up a little snack and show you guys what that food truck looks like. We were a little too worn out to go back to the lazy river today, so we're gonna hit it back up in the morning. So we're just grilling out some burgers on our Pit Boss griddle for the night.
Are we getting monsoon, dude? Lauren wants to go to the lazy river, the crazy river, but it is monsooning for Sunday morning. Tucker has a lot to say, and Lauren is cooking breakfasts. The badger is in the dog bed. Here's Badger. On food, go, freeze it. And then
Alright, so Sunday morning we finally got in the pool, the lazy river, and we are the only ones here. Now granted we have to check out in 2 hours, so we're gonna have our work cut out for us when we get back to the RV, but we just had to get in one more time before we left. Because this place is kind of pricey for the night. I think we stayed here for, I think it was 2 nights and it was like about $170. So I mean, you kind of up to the whim of the weather, which is tough because you never know what it's gonna do. But at least the sun came out this morning, so now we can hop in for a little bit more before we head back to the house and get ready for the week. But we really liked this place overall. I thought it was nice. Well, the big test will be going to Reunion Lake and comparing those two, since they're so similar and just like 3 minutes down the road from each other. Reunion Lake is the first one, and then they just built this. What you said, it's only like 6 months old?
maybe like 10 months.
Oh, so it's like under a year old, but so it's pretty new. And you know, we were impressed, and the food truck was a plus. It was really nice to pick up food, you know, if you wanted something, and it was really good stuff. So that's always unique. You don't find that at a lot of places. Tucker's loving the pool.
What do you think, Tucker?
I would say also that for the price there really wasn't any Wi-Fi to hook up into. I don't know, Ben couldn't even really get it connected to his phone to surf the internet or anything like that. So like working here for the week would be hard. Tucker is on his own, he's going solo. So yeah, no really good Wi-Fi, but full hookups, and the space was alright, like on one of our sides, but we were really close to our neighbor, like we said earlier, but some of the spaces had a lot more room, so you know, we booked pretty late in the game. We were meeting our neighbor here for the weekend, but you know, if you planned ahead, but then I guess you don't really know what the weather's gonna be like. Come here on like a Saturday if you don't have to. Come here on a Sunday or a weekday for sure, because it's a little more peaceful.
You both got my best life, yeah. You both got my best life, yeah. Something you and me, oh. You both got my best life, yeah. jumping, flexing, I just want to know something you don't mean,
So we came back from the pool, and there was these little donut holes on the stairs. It was like, they're pretty good. You know, there's a handful. Ben ate a few. But it's tasty. Thanks, Fireside. I want to say thanks for watching. We're heading back home after a short and sweet weekend at Fireside RV. We've got a couple other RV trips planned for July. We're heading up to North Louisiana for a bass fishing tournament, and then we're going to hit up some of the state parks and make our way back towards Natchez, I think. And then we're not sure what we're doing in August yet, but then we have a really big trip planned for September, October. We're really looking forward to that, to get over to Florida. So lots of good things coming in the future. If you liked the video, make sure you give it a thumbs up, and we'd love for you to subscribe if you're interested in watching all of our Oscar Mike kayak fishing adventures and RVing. So see you next time.
Carved on a million signs, like a million lights that shine, rise from the ash below, from the silent shore.